Gemini, what's happening? All right, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is gonna be your quick and dirty reading because it's gonna be quick and maybe a little bit dirty. But God has blessed it, so thank you, Heavenly Father. If you want to book a personal with me, Gemini, information is just beneath this video, so go ahead and holler at me, baby. Yeah, so we'll get right into this. For you, Gemini, let's see what's up. All right, you got the 5 of Pentacles that came out, and then you got the 8 of Swords that came out. All right. What else? Well, you know, things haven't been the best. Oh, you got the Chariot. Well, speaking of the best, hey, there we go. All right. Things maybe hadn't been the best recently. Maybe you've just been kind of taking a break, a pause, looking for some help, looking for some answers, because the 5 of Pentacles is about something's lacking, usually in the financial sense or in the material sense. Could be health also. The 7 of Pentacles is here too as the border ring energy. But yeah, you know, things might not have been so easy recently. Maybe it's you, maybe it's somebody you're dealing with, maybe there's some sickness or some health issues or whatever. But the thing I love about the 5 of Pentacles is they're outside of the church, so they know where to go. They know where to go to get their help. They know where to get a meal, some clean clothes, a bath, you know, somewhere to stay if it's for a night, for a few nights. So it's like, yeah, things might be lacking and they may be a little bit scarce, but you've known where to go to get your help. Now, here's the interesting thing. You've got the 8 of Swords here. So I feel like there's some kind of situation, and especially in your mind, it's probably bothering you because you feel trapped. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know, that kind of situation where it's like, I don't know if I can move left, right, up, down, forward, backward, whatever. But the thing is, it's in your mind. You know, the 8 of Swords, if she were to just move just a little bit, then she could cut herself free because she would realize she's surrounded by swords that could take off those restrictions and blindfolds and allow her to move freely about. So it's something in your mind, Gemini, that you really gotta stop thinking maybe so negatively. Start thinking about the possible outcomes that are actually positive, that don't keep you stuck, that don't make you feel restricted. But like, wait a minute. Okay, if I'm in this situation, you're smart, how can I get out of it? You know, you got those double minds. So instead of maybe listening to things that are keeping you feeling stuck and unable, start thinking differently, thinking of it from a different perspective, that wait a minute, no, I'm actually not stuck, but how do I get myself out of it? Because you absolutely can. And it's confirmed here with the Chariot. The Chariot says, oh, hell no. Anything that's in the Chariot's way will definitely get run down. It doesn't stay in its way for goods because the Chariot has a purpose. And just like you, Gemini, this is the major arcana of Cancer, by the way. So you could have Cancer in your chart or dealing with a Cancer. But the Chariot says, I don't give a damn what is standing in front of me, to the side of me. It doesn't matter. The Chariot moves forward because that is his purpose. That is his goal. So you got the Sphinx here, Loney and Lamb. You got the darkness and the lightness. And that's how life is sometimes. You know, sometimes you're getting pulled towards the dark side. Sometimes you're getting pulled towards the light. And you just have to be able to navigate and control your mind, your heart, your spirit to know when you need to go dark and when you need to go light, because both are options for you. And both actually serve purpose and they have meaning. You know, sometimes you got to get a little with a motherfucker, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's all about peace, positivity, joy, light, and those things. So I feel like for you, especially with the 5 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords, you've been maybe too much on the side of negativity and lack, and you know, maybe just not remembering or realizing who you truly are and the power that you have. So now it's time for you to say, you know what, to hell with all that. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm smart, I have everything that I need to make your life a success, the circumstance a success. Like, you got to flip your switch. And once you flip your switch like the chariot, you'll be unstoppable. And the thing I love about this for you, Gemini, is that you are going to flip the switch. You know, you've been too much in this scarcity, trapped kind of, you know, mentality, mind frame. No, that ain't what it's about. You know what I mean? It's about you remembering who you are, that you have a purpose, and life ain't easy all the time. Life ain't always, you know, just peachy. Sometimes you got to take off them rose-colored glasses and really see the reality for what it is. And look at that. The angels say peaceful resolution. So yeah, you just gotta, you, Gemini, have to take the reins of your mind. You got to take the reins of your life and stop thinking so negatively. And it's time for you to switch it up and really realize, hold on, I have so much power in this situation. But sometimes, you know, it kind of takes us going, you know, to the deepest parts of ourselves before we can say, oh, hell no. You know, it's time for me to wake up and move up. You have trust here. So trust the plan, trust the process, trust God, most importantly, and trust yourself too. Everything happens in its time. Everything happens for a reason. So you've had enough of the drudgery. Now it's time for you to have your positivity and your upliftment. And again, you got a peaceful resolution here. So whatever's been going on, it's actually going to work out. It's going to end extremely well. So you got to flip that switch, and you know, now is the time. Okay, so that's what I got for you, darling. I hope it blessed you. Like, subscribe, share. I'll talk to you soon.